Hey there guys, I hope you guys are having a great day, and today I'm real excited because I finally got my hands on the CT Toys Amazing Yamaguchi Asian Venom figures. But just to give you guys some context, if you want the original figure right now, you're gonna have to pay $168, and when it comes to these versions from CT, and even the two of them together, this was still way cheaper. I got mine for about $34 each at the Funkly Toy Store. I'll leave a link in the description. When you buy it there, you're basically buying it directly from the people who make these figures. And yes, that would make these knockoffs, or KOs as people call them. And here's the thing, I don't have the original figure to compare. However, it's pretty safe to say that these are not as good as the original figure. However, when it comes to like a company like Hasbro, these figures are way better. The plastic and paint is higher quality, not to mention all the paintwork is done very cleanly. I don't have any issue with either of these. Now keep in mind, while the black version is a KO, the white version is actually a custom repaint, and that is because there is no official anti-Agent Venom on the market. This is why you should keep an eye on CT Toys even if you have the original figure, because they actually make variants that the official companies aren't making for whatever reason. And here are the boxes for both figures. As you can see, they got the CT logo in the bottom corner. And when it comes to the black one, it's pretty much just a copy of the official box, just with some slight changes. And when it comes to the white one, it's basically just a, they basically just took images from comic books, as you can see. Now when it comes to these two figures, the big difference between the two has to be the fact that the black version has all these spikes around. In fact, this is the main reason why throughout most of the video you're going to see the white one, as those spikes are actually kind of pointy. They actually do hurt a little bit. The people who make these customs, they actually do put in a bit of work. As you can see, it isn't just a complete like recolor. They actually did take some time to actually give it a little bit more of a difference in order to better capture the character the way they are in the comics. And what's really cool is that it isn't just one solid color. You got different shades of black, not to mention some of it is glossy, some of it is matte. It really adds up to give the figures a really more premium look. And as you can see, all of the paintwork is done very cleanly, no issues with mine. Honestly, I hope they make a Thunderbolts version, which if you don't know, it's basically the black suit, but instead of white, it's all red. Now when it comes to the accessories, as you can see, both figures come with alternate eyes for the default head, and between both versions they seem to be identical. As you can see, the ones in the middle, they actually have this green tint, which I'm guessing is like night vision. And here's something really cool, because to my understanding the original figure doesn't have this. This is exclusive to CT Toys, and basically it's a more venomized head for the figure. Now when it comes to the Venom tentacles, they both have the exact same thing. There's no difference between them besides the color, and as you can see, they also come with blast effect piece for the guns, not to mention that little stabbing accessory for the hand. And if you're wondering whether the figure can actually hold all that weight with the symbiote tentacles on, and as you can see, it does a pretty good job at it. So far I have no issues with keeping it on its feet. And keep in mind that you can actually have this figure hold the guns with the tentacles as well. And speaking of guns, as you can see, they both come with the same arsenal, 4 pistols, and not to mention that big ass gun. And the only major difference between them is simply the pouches, which are different color. And of course, because this is a Venom figure, they also come with some web lines so you can swing around. And as you can see, the figure also comes with 4 half guns. Their main purpose is so that when you don't want the character holding the guns in his hands, you can basically just peg them into their holsters. Just be aware that if you remove the holster, the gun is going to pop out. And as you can see, you can put the second one on the belt, and you get 4 of these. And lastly, these two figures come with 7 pairs of hands, with the 7th being the ones that are on by default. And if you take a good look, you'll see that 2 of the pairs of hands are these more alien looking hands. That's because those are the ones you put on the symbiote tentacles. Alright guys, and now it's time to show off the articulation. As you can see, this is about as far forward the figure can bend. Although just be aware that when you bend it, there will be some slight gapping in between the back. And this is about as far backwards as the figure can bend, and as I mentioned before, there is going to be a bit of a gap in between the stomach and chest. And as you can see, the belt also has articulation. This is about as far you can do the splits. Now here's the one bad thing about the figure. When it comes to the legs around the thigh area, they tend to disconnect when you're articulating them. Now luckily they do pop in and really easily back on. And as I mentioned before, I don't have the original figure, so I have no idea if it was the same on the original. And this is about as much as you can bend the knee. And you can also bend at the boot as well. Now be aware this figure does have arm rotation, however because of the shoulder pads they actually do get in the way a little bit. If you're not careful they can actually pop off, as you can see, but luckily they can easily be popped back on. Now just be aware that the shoulder pads do hinder the arm articulation a little bit. It's mostly when you're trying to make the figure T-pose. And as you can see, Agent Venom can hold the bigger gun very well. And for anybody wondering, here's what they look like next to the CT Toys Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man figures. And keep in mind that all of these figures from CT Toys, they're actually the same size as the original figure from Amazing Yamaguchi. Honestly, so far I've only gotten their Spider-Man and Venom figures, however because these figures are so good, I'm actually thinking of getting their Mafex X-Men figures as well. Oh, and for anyone who's unaware, their next custom is going to be the Superior Spider-Man. I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, but if any of you guys are interested, do not pre-order. Basically, how it works is once they get caught up on orders, the figure is going to go down in price, so that will be the time where you should get it. And for anybody that's wondering what they look like with their alternate heads, here you go. And they both look really good, although personally I'm going to keep the default head on both of these. Alright guys, now that we've reached the end of the video, now it's time for the size comparisons. And here he is next to my Snail Shell Zombie Grizza and my Marvel Legends Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. My Jada Toy Street Fighter Cammy and Guile. My Mafex Marvel Winpool and Batman Hush. And finally my third party figure art Zeno Vegeta and Zeno Goku. Alright guys, that's the end of the video, and I'll definitely be getting more figures from CT Toys very soon, and if you can, please like and subscribe, and I'll be uploading more videos soon. I'll see you guys later, bye.